कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंकुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। So today we will be completing this 11th chapter, and then we will be halting for today, and on Friday and Monday we will be completing the 12th also. So 12th chapter is having only 20 shlokas. So that will be completed within 2 sessions. And today, almost 12 or 13 shlokas we will be covering up, whatever time it takes for that. Mostly it will be completed within 1 hour or something. So Friday we will be starting 12th chapter. Friday and Monday. It is like the Monday will be the last day for this unit, 7 to 12 chapters. And I heard there is one devotee on Saturday. He has not given up the test, shloka test. One is Murari Prabhu, and another one was Lakshmi Kant Prabhu. So when
Yes, Prabhu,
give the test, Bhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I made a list of devotees who could not give the test on Saturday. So I will send that list to you, Prabhuji. Then whenever you say, probably this Friday or Saturday, maybe whatever, whenever the day you decide, we can have.
Yeah, better. They can come up with the same day and the timing. Generally, I can take on the Friday also after the class. I can take their examination. So if that is all right for them, then Friday after the class we can have the examination for all of them.
Yes.
How many are there?
There are about 8 devotees, Prabhuji.
8 devotees.
Yeah. Some of them who gave the names but could not attend. But there are some devotees who could not attend at all. They did not even opt for any slot.
Oh, like that. 8 devotees are there.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So all of them, they can give the examination on Friday after the class. So it will be good for me, or some of them they can opt for the Monday evening.
Prabhuji, can we give on Monday?
All of you are actually for the Monday?
Prabhuji, actually my son is still not well, so I need time.
Okay. So,
Prabhuji, we can
if it is 8,
4 and 4.
It is 8 are there, then better we can have it 4 on Monday, 4 on Friday, and 4 on Monday. So it will be easy for me also.
Yeah. Sure, Prabhuji. I will put that schedule together and I'll send that to you.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So 43rd shloka. Pitasi lokasya characharasya
पितासि लोकस्य
चराचरस्य
Tvamasta pujascha gururgariyan
त्वमस्य
त्वमस्य पूज्यस्य गुरुर्गरे
न तत्व समोस्य धिक न तत्व समस्य धिक कुतोज्ञो
न
न त्वत्समोऽस्ति अभ्यधिक कुतो
लोकत्रयेऽप्य प्रतिम प्रभाव
लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमं प्रभावः।
प्रभाव.
Yeah. Murari Prabhu, will you please read it?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Dhanartham.
Hare
You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and the non-moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is equal to you, nor can anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater than you within the three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power?
So it is after seeing this, Arjuna is offering the prayers. Sometimes it is required that the senses also need some conviction to understand the power of the Rishikesha. So that's why it is a Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. When we serve the master of the senses with our senses, then the master of the senses will give us the transcendental vision. It is the service gives the opportunity to see the Lord or to sense the Lord. Generally, the sensing of the Lord in the human body, we generally believe through the seeing it. But moreover, the people like those who are very elevated, they believe the Almighty by hearing, and that the procedure of hearing and believing, that is been taught by our acharyas. Our acharyas more emphasizes on that the Almighty is Almighty. You don't have to see him. You can hear him, and by that hearing, you will be understanding that he is really Almighty. That is a drusha bhedane. So drusha. We are here to see the Lord, or we are here to be seen by the Lord. It is the second one is more convincing, or the more convenient for us. How many times we can see the Lord? It's very quite few, once in a lifetime or something like that. Some miracle happens, then we can see the Lord. But how many times we can be seen by the Lord? It is Lord can see always. And when the Lord is seeing, and when the Lord would like to see, when we are doing some services, we are engaged in this in the service, then it has been seen. Like the Lord appreciates that. So it is drusha. Like the one pastime comes in my mind when Srila Prabhupada was with his divine grace, Abhay Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was having the Vrajamandal Parikrama. 10,000 people were walking with the elephants, with the horses. This is very magnanimous, and it is very good entourage was there with him. And many sannyasi disciples were also there. It was been said that 2,000 sannyasis were there in that. And one day he gave the option that those who would like to, when this Mandal, Vrajamandal Parikrama reached to the Gram, Koshi Gram, that time he gave the option that those who would like to see the Sheshashai Vishnu, they can go for that. And those who would like to hear from me, the Vrajamandal Katha. And Srila Prabhupada opted for the second one. He says that what I can see, the Sheshashai Vishnu with my fleshy eyes, better I can hear. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur noticed it, that Abhay Babu would like to hear me, and he is having the interest for hearing. And when after some years, some sannyasi disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted to introduce Abhay Babu, that he is helping us in the Prayag to establish Gaudiya Math. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur acknowledge and says that I know Abhay Babu. He likes to hear. He likes to hear. And at that time only, when some devotees went for the Sheshashai Vishnu Darshan, after they came back, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was asking that, have you done the eyes exercise? And sannyasi disciples were not clearly able to understand what he is asking. Have you done some eyes exercise by seeing the deities? That only you can do it. We are not having that much faith, but by hearing about the Lord, we develop the faith. So that's why it is Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. Out of these 9 processes, the Shravan is the topmost. And that way we can hear and we can understand the Lord. How much we can, how we are not having the strength of seeing the Lord, but we can have the strength of hearing about Him. It's like Tunde Tandavani Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhiye. Karna Krodha Kadambini Khtete Karna Vyasva. Cheta Prangana Sangini Vichayate. Sarvendriyana Pati. No jane janite kripabdhe amrute. Krishneti varnamrute. When I chant the holy name of the Lord, I feel that it is why only one mouth. Thousands of mouths has to be there to glorify the Lord. And why only 2 years of hearing the holy name? Why not many? It is not enough. And then when the holy name goes inside the heart, Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate, it conquers my heart. And it dances, it pumps more. Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate. Sarvendriyana. It is like all the indriyas are dancing in ecstasy. No jane janite kripabdhayamrute krishneti varnantu. I don't know what sort of nectar it is there in this 2 syllables, Krishna. What it happens to my whole existence, I don't know. So it is hearing is having the power. So by hearing only we can experience the Krishna. And here the Krishna is showing why actually Arjuna opted for the seeing the Lord. The Acharya says that Arjuna wanted to show off the glory of the Lord. So in the future, the people will not be asking that he has just bluffed up. Krishna just bluffed. I'm having these opulences, I'm that opulences. But where he has shown the opulences. So in the future, nobody should challenge Krishna like that. So that's why Arjuna opted for that pasya, seeing also. So in the future, the people will not say that, where your Krishna showed the opulences, he just spoke about. No, he just spoke. He has spoken that, but he showed it also. So that's why it was been seen by Arjuna. And then afterward, the glorification is there. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of glorification of the about the Lord. So it is Srimad Bhagavatam tells us that how to glorify the Lord. So here Arjuna is also glorifying the Lord. He is glorifying the greatness of the Lord in this shloka. It is you are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation. So he is explaining the Gita is Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojan. Here this shloka, the Arjuna is establishing the Sambandha of the Lord and the Prakriti. You are the father of the complete cosmic manifestation. So the Prakriti and the Purusha, and we are the Jiva. There are some shlokas where there is a direct relationship between the Jiva and the Purusha is there, Adi Purusha, the Lord. There are some shlokas which are establishing the relationship between the Prakriti and the Jiva. So Gita can be explained in the Sambandha aspect more also. So the Sambandha between the Jiva and Prakriti, Sambandha between the Jiva and the Purusha, Sambandha between the Adi Purusha and Prakriti. So this shloka is talking about that. So he is a chief of the supreme, like the supreme spiritual master. No one is equal to you. So this sort of the glorification generally the demigods are talking about. Whenever a manager is talking about the glory of the temple president, then he will be glorifying through the management aspect, isn't it? It's like the manager is having that. So here this managerial glorification is there. You are the creator of this, you are the creator of this system, that system. Generally, when the devotees glorify their spiritual master, they should glorify the devotional qualities, isn't it? But sometimes the devotees glorify their superiors by their projects also. I heard that like when my spiritual masters Vyas Puja happens, Param Puja Radhanath Swami Maharaj's Vyas Puja. Sometimes the devotees glorify this. You have opened Bhakti Vedanta Hospital and this and that. This is the children's school. Then you are running. You are guiding so many people. So it is a greatness of it. But the lovingness of the personality is through his spiritual qualities. So that is also the angle. One has to glorify the person with his internal qualities. Generally, we are having the focus over those who are the managerial side. They will be seeing this, what sort of the projects he has done it or established it. Govardhan Eco Village, my God, such a wonderful project. So the people glorify that. But as a intimacy, the Krishna likes that one should glorify me the devotionally. Moreover, now it is managerially, where the demigods are also glorified like this. But Krishna likes this angle of lovingly, intimately. And when these words are being used, Yashodanandana, Nandanandana, and you have done such a, you are the giving happiness to the gopis and the gopas. That quality is the Krishna relishes within the heart. Oh, you are the Sarva Karana. That is all right. Krishna says that I know that. But why don't you just go for this also? So it can be a balance whenever we are offering the prayers to the Lord. We should have some devotional prayers also like this. And there are the prayers where Aishwarya Bhav of the Lord is being shown. This is the prayer of the Aishwarya Bhav, where Arjuna is glorifying because he has seen the Aishwarya of the Krishna. So that's why he is offering that. Arjuna just now saw it, so that's why he is speaking this. And there are the Vrajavasis or the Brahmara Gita or Venu Gita or Gopi Gita, that is talking some devotional way. and they are glorifying the Lord, but in a separation they are more desperate. One should, whenever one is offering the prayers, that should be having these two things, and then afterwards one should express his conditioned nature and pray for that. So that is a Samprarthnatmika, the prayers of Bhakti Vinod Thakur is famous for that. Amara Jivan Sada Papirata Nahika Punya Relation. So my life also I have to express it now. Oh Lord, Nahika Punya Relation. Madamatta Sadha Nahira Dosha. So like I'm always puffed up. I'm not giving the importance to the devotional service. That is the importance, one has to express it. When Jagannath Das Babaji asked Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj that how is your bhajan is happening, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj is asking to the Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj is explaining that I am not having any rati for the bhajan. And he used to chant 3 lakhs names every day, means 192 rounds every day. And 2 lakhs rounds, he just expressed it. I am just chanting 2 lakhs rounds. But he forgot to tell that as like 1 lakh rounds, he was chanting, but it was in a crying. So 1 lakh rounds, means 64 rounds, he was just crying it. So that he didn't counted. One day, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur saw that his spiritual master was in a deep trance and was crying, and on the beads were there on his, like on his finger. So that way he was always remembering Krishna in ecstasy. But he never said that as like my rounds are in ecstasy. Whenever he was been asked by his superiors, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj or many others, he used to say that Amara Jivana Sada Papirata Nahika Punya Relation. So these are the contents one should have in the prayer for some Aishwarya of the Lord, some intimacy of his pastimes with his gopis and many others, and then expressing what am I. So that way the Lord will be hearing the prayers. Text 44. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam
तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं
prasadaye twamahamishamidhyam.
प्रसादाय त्वामहं यसामि
Piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyo
पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः
सखेव सख्यो
priya priya priyaya harsi deva sodhum.
प्रिया प्रियायाय हर्षि देव
सोऽहं
Baburam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandaka.
Hare Krishna Dandava.
Translation. You are the Supreme Lord to be worshipped by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impertinence of a son, or a friend tolerates the impertinence of a friend, or a wife tolerates the familiarity of a partner, please tolerate the wrong I may have done you. Commentary. Arjuna is falling to the ground at this point. He is in the mood of a son, a wife, and a friend. All these different rasas in dealing with Krishna. Arjuna fearfully requests Krishna to again reveal his two-armed form as a supreme personality of Godhead.
So here the 3 examples here he has given. As a father tolerates the son, and then wife is tolerating the husband, and then as a friend is tolerating another friend. So father tolerating the son is in ignorance to some extent. The small son, it's like I am just talking about a small son, and like a shishu, small in a small age, till 5, he is not understanding. He is the person who is feeding me. He is working for me, and I'm getting the food to eat. And he takes all the things granted. And then he just speaks that. And when he is growing up, the son is growing up, then he has to understand. It's like my father is working, because of that I'm getting so many facilities, and the gratefulness should grow. But over a period of time, the people, if they are not cultured one, if they are not thinking that is like what my father has done for me, they will be asking the question that what you have done it for me, oh father, you have not done anything for me. The same way the people ask the question to the Lord also, oh Lord, what you have done for me? Nothing. Because the gratefulness is not developed, because of samskar is not there in the body. The people are living like a animal. That's why one should count the blessings always. The blessings has to be counted every time, every month, every week, every day. In the evening, we can have the how many blessings I got it. One day, one person asks, it's like one small boy is writing a letter to the mother and says that every time you ask me to purchase something, the vegetables, when the relatives are coming, I am in hurry, and you give me the bag, so I'm just purchasing, so I am becoming a waiter for you, I'm becoming a maid for you, so you owe me 50 rupees a day, so like that in a year you owe me some 1,000 rupees. And so like that he was making a list of the items he was serving to the mother. Whenever you would like to go to visit uh, to your relatives, to our relatives, I drive the bike for you. So like that he was making, the teenager boy, 19 20 years. And the father happened to see the letter, and father laughs and says that, my dear wife, you are not responding to the letter to your grown-up son. Then the mother of that kid says that, I should not respond it, but if you feel that I can respond it, then I can do. The father says that I will respond. I will write down a letter to my son. So the son was sleeping, and the father wrote everything. When you was there in the womb, your mother was cautious about your delivery. The mother didn't eat such fancy items. 9 months, she controlled the tongue. And then afterwards, when you was born, that time also it was not a happy sleep for all of us. When you used to get up in the mid of night, we were awake, always there. When you started walking first time, we were there. You will not weakly falling down. How many times we took you to the hospital or the doctors? How many times we fed you? You was always asking for some sweet items, halwa, and many things. And who was cooking for you? So I was a chef for you. I was the ayah for you. I was this for you. I played so many roles in your life. I never asked the money. There are certain things which the money cannot buy. So in our life, the father, mother, how many times they have tolerated us? How many times? Sometimes we are not knowing that what we spoke in front of them, how we behaved towards them, how many times we have taken them as a granted. So that was a case. The Arjuna sees that is like the father is tolerating this, and after some years the father gets old and the son is not looking at him also. Son is busy with his family life, and he takes it granted that is like father will be taking care. How many times we call our father, it's old father, or how are you? And how many times we say that is like, do you require some medicines, what you wanted? In a day, how many times we give ourselves to the father? But how many times the when we were required in our childhood, whenever we cried, our father and mother, either the father or the mother was there for us. And when they are now old, that time also they are tolerating us, because they are knowing that it is like he is my son or daughter. So it is, I have taken you granted, oh Krishna, like the father is tolerating you, just tolerating you. Many times as a friend, sometimes the friends also tolerates us. Majority of the times, the friends are tolerating, because when we are not having anybody to cry or the shed tears, we are having the friends. The people if they are not having the friends in their life, they are the most miserable people in the world. And if one if one is having at least one person in a life, then that person is such a happy and the rich person, that at least one person is there on whose shoulder I can cry the tears. And the friend understands, is like, now my friend is in a different mood, he needs some caring from me. And that friend understand and he adjusts. Now Arjuna, as a friend, he approached Krishna and crying the tears. I cannot fight, I cannot fight. And Krishna understood, it is like he is treating me as a friend. So that's why Arjuna is giving the example of the friend. And the wife and husband. Here, especially this wife is tolerating the husband, it is been said. When husband comes from the office, it's like now both of them are earning. But it was the previous day's example when the wife was the housemaker and the husband was uh, going to the office and used to come. So husband used to carry the mood of the office here in the home, and in office he is in tension, then he will be releasing the tension in the home by speaking many things, or sometimes quarreling. Don't speak with me. I'm really disturbed. I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed. The wife used to tolerate. Now he is disturbed. As per the mood of the husband, the wife has to react. So it is a tolerating. So as per the mood of the Arjuna, the Krishna was developing that mood to create another situation in the Arjuna's life. Arjuna was grief stricken. Now Arjuna understood that who is he? My God, I spoke so many things in my life. I just put my hands over the Krishna's shoulders and spoke like a friendly, cracking the jokes, pulling the leg of the Krishna. But now I understood who are you. So Arjuna is now really fearful. I have done some aparadha. Whenever it's like if we are having a childhood friend and we are meeting that friend after some years and we are not knowing the glory of that friend, it's like I don't want to speak about my example, but it's like one of my friend, the childhood friend, recently met, and he was cracking my childhood jokes, which we were relishing, and then he came to the temple and he was doing the same. It's like you remember that, and then he just patted on my back and laughed, and then afterwards he understood, like, I am there in a saffron. So he said, whether you please don't mind it, but I just treated you like my childhood friend. It is all right. It is like, it is, you are my friend, and this is the funny moments we are sharing with each other. Don't go to the externals, like what am I right now? I am wearing the saffron robe and all this. But you are my friend. No, he says like this saffron robes we have to always respect and actually fall fall at the feet. So that was the customs, like that is the custom he is really following. But now it is the mode is different. It's like we are sharing the childhood things. So Arjuna now has gone into that zone. It's like, oh my God, what not I have done with you, oh Krishna, so many times when you used to offer the obeisances to Yudhishthir Maharaj, when you used to come to the Hastinapur, you was offering the obeisances to the Bhimasen, and I was standing as a folding hats with you because you are my equal with the age. And my younger brothers used to offer you the obeisances. How fortunate they are, Nakul and Sahadev, that they were offering the obeisances. And I was thinking that you are my equal, so I was just embracing you. But ideally, I should have also offered my obeisances to you. Many times, you and me were going in the same chariot, and you used to drive the chariot. And now also you are the chariot driver for me. How can I do like this? Now you have shown me the Virata Rupa, Vishwa Rupa, how it is. So that's why he is asking the forgiveness. So it's like Aparada Shodhana, that Aparada Sahasrani Kiryante Harnishamha. Dasoham iti mam matva kshamaswa madhusudana. Please, please, please forgive me. I cannot think of the like this. So it is the Arjuna is speaking in this way. Adrushta hashitosmi drishtva.
अदृष्टपूर्वं हसितोऽस्मि दृष्ट्वा
Yena cha pravyatthatitam mano me.
भयेन
च
च
प्रव्यथितं मनो मे
प्रव्यथितं
तदेव मे दर्शय देव रूपम.
तदेव मे एव मे दर्शय देवरूपम्
प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास.
प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास।
जगन्निवास
लक्ष्मीकांत प्रभु, you are muted, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of a Godhead. O Lord of Lords, O Adobe of the universe. Arjuna is glad and fearful at the same time. The example given to show how this is possible when one may see a snake whose fang, fangs are already removed. He may feel fear because of seeing a snake, but glad also because its flanks have been removed. So both sentiments are possible simultaneously. Arjun's, Arjuna's curiosity by this time, after seeing the universal form, has been satisfied and he wants Krishna to take away of closer his universal form and show again his beautiful form as Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So it is been said that while offering these prayers, he was still seeing the universal form. So it was not the 200 form. So he was seeing the universal form and he was offering the prayers. So that way, he was having the mixed feeling of the fearfulness and gladdened to see this whole form. It was like he was still content with that. And he was still fearful also. With that fear, he was asking him, no, I don't want to see that. He was amazed and mesmerized by that, but he was still fearful also. So that's why he is requesting, no, I don't want to see now. You please you please wind up this form so I can see your beautiful Shama Sundar Rupa. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrahastam
Kiritanam
Kiritanam Gadinam
Gadinam Chakrahastam
Ichhami Tvam Drashtamaham Tathaiva
Ichhami Tvam Drashtam Aham Tathaiva
Teneva Rupena Chaturbhujena
Teneva Rupena Chaturbhujena
Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte
Sahasrabaho Vishwamurte.
Sahasrabhavaho Bhava Vishwamurte.
Surender Prabhu. Surender Prabhu, will you able to read? Or Sanjay Prabhu can read.
Hare Krishna, Rohit Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form with helmeted head, and with club, wheel, couch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Arjuna requests the Lord to show his four-handed form because he is disturbed by fear by seeing the universal form. Srila Prabhupada writes in his purport to verse 46. In the Brahma Samhita 5.39, it is stated, Ramadi Mrityusu Kala Ni Yamena Tishtan. The Lord is eternally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms, and the main forms are like Rama, Narasimha, Narayana, etc. There are innumerable forms, but Arjuna knew that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, assuming his temporary universal form. He is now asking to see the form of Narayana, a spiritual form. This verse establishes without any doubt the statement of the Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead and all other features originate from him.
So it is Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, and he can show the 400 form, he can show the universal form, he can show the Shadbhuj form, Ashtabhuj form, many others form he can show. But the original form is Ramadimurti Shukla Niyamene Tishta. This is like Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramat Pumanyu. There are like the waves in the ocean, there are different incarnations are there as per the Brahma Samhita. How many waves are there? Nobody can know. There are unlimited waves are there. There's like Ananta waves are there. So Ananta incarnations are there. Rama, the Murti Shukla, Niyamene Dishta, Nana Vatara, Makro, the Bhune Shukinti. Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanya. He is a Parama. Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajam. So there are unlimited incarnations are there, and from the Krishna the unlimited incarnations are coming. So one of them is he's showing the Narayana Shankh Chakra Gada Padma. So Arjuna is requesting, no, not now. This is a Virat Rupa. I cannot content. So the transitory stage he is looking for. Now the 400 form you can show. So Arjuna is making the point clear that the same Krishna can show the 400 form. The same Krishna can show the universal form. So nobody can say that is like the Narayana is having the 200 form, 400 form, and universal form. No, Krishna is having the 200 form. He can exhibit 400 form also. He can exhibit the unlimited hands and legs and the heads and the kiritas and many other as a Vishwarupa. So the Krishna is the original of that. So that's why Arjuna is requesting to show the 400. And then afterwards he is requesting to have the 200 form also. 400, 200 and the Virata Rupa. So he is making it clear for everyone that Krishna is the originator of all the incarnations. So by that he is making it confirm for everyone. Ramadi Murti Shukla Niyamena Tishta Nana Avatara Makrodha Bhuvane Shukla. That point he is making it clear. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan
Vacha
Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam
Maya Prasannen Tavarjuna
Rupam Param Darshitamatma Yoga
Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat
Tejomaya Vishwamananta Madhyam
Tejomayam Vishwam Anantam
Janme Tvatanyeta Durshtapurvam
Me Tvatanme Purvam.
Who can read? Chandra Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
A translation. Oh, best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has
No,
never.
it is 47th. The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yeah, sorry. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, happily I have shown you by my internal potency the supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence." Hare Krishna.
So it was really nobody has seen that. Krishna has shown the Virata Rupa to Mother Yashoda also. Nobody has seen is what? It is like she has not demanded the way you have demanded. And I have not shown because she was a woman. I have not shown the Kala Rupa, the Bhayanak Rupa, because she is after all my mother, and she is not a Kshatrani. You was a Kshatriya. So that's why I showed you somewhat the different flavored one. The ice cream is the same, but the flavors are changing. So that way I showed. So that's why he is making it the point that nobody has seen it.
Prabhuji, what he showed Duryodhana as a different form?
It was it was the same, but it was a different flavor. Arjuna Arjuna is a see. It was a Skala Rupa also was there, but the costliness where the Arjuna saw it, it was completely different than the Duryodhana saw. Three people saw the different rupas. Like they were the Virata Rupa also, Vishwa Rupa also. But it was the transforming the personality was the Arjuna. The Yoga Maya was covered by the uh, for the Mother Yashoda, and Mahamaya was covered for the Duryodhana. So it was some flavors were changing in that. What Shivji got, Shivji saw the Mohini Murti. It was a different flavored. And what the demigod saw it, it was a different somewhat. So the mood was changing.
Prabhuji,
Mohini Murti was the same, but the like the demons saw, and then the Shivji, Shivji is same. Is a somewhat differences were there. Yes, Mother.
Prabhuji, wasn't Arjun also covered by Yog Maya later?
No,
But he remembered that Krishna showed him the universal form and all that throughout the war.
but for
And
that, for the war, see, now he's praying. The way he is praying, you must be knowing that it's like then he must be thinking that is like the Krishna will be doing everything. But now he understood after subsequently after that it's like the Krishna is there for me, but I have to do my duties. That way he is doing it. And then after some time, it is like the Yogamaya is there for the Arjuna also. Some extent he forgot it. But it was not that completely forgetting everything. It is not that he was completely under that. He played the part of the Jivatma where the mixed like the Mahamaya was not there, but he played the part as the Jivatma to execute his duties. Not like Mother Yashoda was completely under that. She forgot everything. And she just thought it is like the something I have seen, it is a mind, or it is through the like some other things were there I have not seen. Whether I have seen that or not seen, she was not understanding that.
So basically, Arjun still carried the memory of that understanding or the knowledge that Krishna is the cause of all the causes.
While doing the while executing the warfare duty, it was not that much.
Okay.
It's partial. It was partial. Awe and reverence was there. But once the Virat roof was been wind up by the Lord, after some time he partially remembered many things or the glories of the Lord.
Okay.
Because if it is like that, then the how he can kick the Lord and how he can do such things, or why he is lamenting. But some point of time he was always giving the importance for the Krishna's decisions. So that's why it was like that. This is like he never challenged Krishna when that came. It was like when he was about to kill Yudhishthir Maharaj. Arjuna was about to kill Yudhishthir Maharaj because he offended that Yudhishthir Maharaj told him that you can put down your Gandiva bow, because I thought that you must have killed Karna when he insulted me. It was in the midst of the war when Karna was fighting with Yudhishthir Maharaj. Karna wounded Yudhishthir such a way that Sarathi of Yudhishthir Maharaj took off his chariot in some other direction, and then Yudhishthir Maharaj was doing the Mulam Patti over his wounds, and this news went to Arjuna, and Arjuna thought of seeing Yudhishthir's welfare, almost like whether he is good, whether he is in good condition. Some of them were saying that Yudhishthir Maharaj got such a wounds that he will not live, he will not survive. So Arjuna went to see Yudhishthir Maharaj, and Yudhishthir Maharaj was talking with the charioteer that if my Arjuna comes to know that I am severely wounded, he will fight with the Karna, he will kill that Karna and will come to see me. And Arjuna came to see Yudhishthir Maharaj, and Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking whether you killed Karna. Arjuna nodded, no. I just saw. I just came to see you. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj says that you can put down your Gandiva. What is the use of that? And after hearing this, Arjuna just pointed his arrow towards the Yudhishthira Maharaj and says that I have taken a vow. If somebody says to me that put down your Gandiva, I will kill that person on the spot. And at that time, Krishna comes in picture. And there, Arjuna is not challenging the Krishna and says that you just go out of this picture. No. That time he understood it was like the Krishna is that supreme personality of Godhead. I know that. And then Krishna says that to kill the Kshatriya means what? To kill by the words. You can 5 minutes you can abuse your elder brother by your words, and Arjuna is abusing Yudhishthira Maharaj with the words, and then afterwards, after 5 minutes, he comes to senses and says that what I spoke to my elder brother, Guru Tulya elder brother, how can I speak with him? And then Krishna is instructing him to touch the lotus feet of Yudhishthira Maharaj and ask the forgiveness. So there are the incidences where Krishna comes and Arjuna is been pacified by that. So these are the incidences where Krishna is been worshipped and been understood that he is the supreme personality of God by the Arjuna, and he is obeying him. Like that. न वेद यध्यान नैन दानेर न वेद यज्ञाध्ययनेन दानेर न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रे
न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रहे
एवं रूपः शक्य अहं नृलोके
एहं रूपं अहं नरलोके
द्रष्टुं त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीरा
द्रष्टुमुत्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीरा.
Can read. Those whose cameras are not on, one of them, they can read it.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, shall I read, bro?
Who is there, Prabhu?
Ram.
Yes, Prabhu, please read.
Okay, translation. O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances, can I be seen in this form in the material world.
Just a minute, I will put it down. Srila Prabhupada says,
Yeah. Srila Prabhupada says in his purport, although Bhagavad Gita is considered the preliminary study of the science of God, still it is so perfect that it enables one to distinguish what is what. The following of a pseudo-incarnation, the followers of pseudo-incarnation may say that they have also seen the transcendental incarnation of God, the universal form. But that is unacceptable because it is clearly stated here that unless one becomes a devotee of Krishna, one cannot see the universal form of God. So, one first of all has to become a pure devotee of Krishna. Then he can claim that he can show the universal form of what he has seen. A devotee of Krishna cannot accept false incarnations or followers of false incarnations. Arjuna is saying, my dear Lord, I accept what I saw and I don't want to see the universal form any longer, but you are again and again telling me to see it. Krishna keeps saying, behold this universal form, and he is glorifying that. And he is glorifying that universal form. My limbs are pained and disturbed and I am becoming unconsciousness. I will never request you to show me this universal form again. Please forgive me. I wish to see that beautiful form from which nectar comes. Shall I continue, Prabhu?
yeah, please.
Krishna says that no one before Arjuna has ever seen the universal form. This form cannot be seen by Vedic study, sacrifices, charity, pious activities, or severe penances. Srila Prabhupada explains in his purport to verse 48. So one can perform all these, can accept bodily penances, give charity, study the Vedas, etc. But unless he is a devotee like Arjuna, it is not possible to see the universal form. Those who are impersonalists are also imagining that they are seeing the universal form of the Lord. But from Bhagavad Gita, we understand that the impersonalists are not devotees. Therefore, they are unable to see the universal form of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
So this universal form, though it is a temporary, it's a Virata Rupa, is a temporary thing. It is not there in the actual Goloka or in Vaikuntha. It is there in this world only. So that's why it is a temporary. Whatever it is not permanent, but still it is, even if it is temporary, no, it is not accessible for everyone. Even though it is a material form, it is divine but material. Since it is having all the demigods encompasses in this form, but still it will not be in a one go one can see it, unless I'm showing the mercy. It is not by the yajna, dana, tapa. It is not. It is only by the mercy. So that's why only you can see the Virata Rupa, and that also one cannot hold it. Even though the mercy is there, the Arjuna is not able to hold it, because it is the eye exercise. It is every limb was in ecstasy, in a full extent was able to see that, and it was having the pain for this. It is all the pain for the seeing and hearing. Even though it is a mercy over the Arjuna to see that he is seeing that Paschame, 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 and he is seeing this, but still it is required. It is painful to see all the things and painful to hear also. It is like the mercy of somebody is having the the horror movie, and somebody is sponsoring that, I will be taking you. You please just watch it. And we are just seeing the horror movie, and we are not able to sit in a one place. Since it is creating horror music, and display is also very horrorsome. And we say that no, we just would like to have the loving prema movie. It's like the duet song has to be played like that. I don't want it to see this horror. It is, my eyes are really fearful. My whole thought process is really in a different way. Krishna must be saying that I just sponsored it for you. Please see that. Please see that. No, I don't want to see that horror. Who would like to see the horror? It was like it is. Sometimes we used to go for the horror movies. Ram Se Bandhus, the horror movies on that days, like on that time in 1990, 95 somewhere. And after seeing the movie, I used to think that is like why I came here. It is to show all the people that I am not fearful. But after seeing that, it's like very 5 minutes I can see that, 10 minutes I can, but not 2 hours. I cannot see the 2 hours like that. But like the famous Hindi movies or famous South Indian movies where it is like the everything is going on nicely. The duet song has been played and a very beautiful picture has been shown. The rosy picture has been shown. Then the people love to see that. Na? So here the Arjuna is saying that it is like, even though you are saying Paschame, and I also desire, but I am just, I don't wanted to see that more. I will be seeing the movie of Krishna and Srimati Radhika Rani like that. So wonderful to see that. So wonderful to hear your basuri, than the ghastly sounds that different people are making in the Virat Rupa. I don't want to hear that. Who will be hearing all these things? Some of them are vomiting the fire. Some of them are having the reddish eyes, and everybody is looking at me. So, like fiery and fiery. My heart is pumping more by seeing this all. I don't want to see that. So please show me your Shankha Chakra Gada Padma or 200 Basuri form, whatever you would like to show. By seeing this, my heart is being soothed up. I really like that. I would like to see that. Mate vyatha macha vimudha bhavo.
Mate vyatha macha vimudha bhavo.
Drishva rupam ghora midut samedam.
दृष्ट्वा रूपम् इदं कामेदम्
व्यपेतभि प्रीतमानः पुनस्त्वम्
व्यपेतभिमाना पुनस्त्वम्
त्वदेव मे रूपमिदं प्रपश्य
तदेव मे रूपम् इदं प्रपश्य।
करुणा राधिका माताजी.
Yes, Prabhu. You have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Srila Prabhupada says in his purport, in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Drona, his worshipful grandfather and master. But Krishna said that he need not be afraid of killing his grandfather. When the sons of Dhritarashtra tried to disrobe Draupadi in the assembly of Kurus, Bhishma and Drona were silent, and for such negligence of duty they should be killed. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna just to show him that these people were already killed for their unlawful action. That scene was shown to Arjuna because devotees are always peaceful and they cannot perform such horrible actions. The purpose of revelation of universal form was shown. Now Arjuna wanted to see the four-armed form and Krishna showed him. A devotee is not much interested in the universal form, for it does not enable to reciprocate loving feelings. Either a devotee wants to offer respectful, worshipful feelings, or he wants to see the two-handed Krishna's form so that he can reciprocate in loving service with the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So for the Virata Rupa, there is no reciprocation. Only the reciprocation was the fear was coming. And Arjuna was not able to worship that. He is not able to behold it. So how he can worship it? And nobody would like to take up the Virata Rupa in his own smruti. He can just do a stuti, but not a smruti. So that is not possible with the Virata Rupa. Whenever one worships the Lord, he takes that form in the smruti, and then he can do a stuti, like the glorification happens. So Shamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Like that, how one can offer the prayers to the Virata Rupa? Initially, 2-3 prayers he offered it. Arjuna offered the 2-3 prayers that you are the cause of all the causes and all this thing. But afterwards, what he can offer it to the Lord? He says that this is like, I cannot, I'm more fearful, so that's why you please change, you please change, you please change. So the reciprocation is required between the Lord and the devotees. The reciprocation of the mercy from the Lord is required. Then he showers the mercy. And the offerings in the terms of the stuti stumana, the glorification, the offering in terms of the foodstuffs, the offering in terms of the heartfelt prayers, it is from the devotees. For the Virata Rupa, the heartfelt prayers are not sprouting from the Arjuna. He was glorifying from the external point of view as a manager, really. But heartfelt was not coming. So that's why he wanted to have that heartfelt prayers, not only as a managerially. It's like you are the master of the whole, the spiritual masters, and you are the one God, you are this, you are that. That is all right. These are like the superficial things are there. Like everybody sees that whenever we are saying that the chamatkar, then we are offering the namaskar. Some magic has been shown, then we clap the hands. So the Virat Rupa is a like magical things. So that's why he was folding the hands. But it was when such as the form comes like Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, or the two-handed form comes, when we see the beauty and the charming of the beauty and the greatness of that personality, we take the form inside our heart, like the Radha Madan Mohan or Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Govinda Dev. We take that, the small Radha Raman deities, we take that form in our heart, and we can cherish the beauty, we can cherish the pastimes of the God. So that is missing here. Sanjay Uvacha
Jaya Uvacha
Vityurjana Vasudevasthathokva
Arjunam Vasudevasthathukva
Pakam Rupa Darshaya Masa Bhuya
Bhuya
Ashvasayamasa cha bhittamena
Evam
Punah Somya Vapur Mahatma.
Bhutva Puna Saumya Vapur Mahatma.
Surabhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form and at last showed his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. Commentary. Here he said, Swakam Rupam Darshayam Asa Bhuya. Bhuya means again. This means that Krishna has probably shown already in the universal form, his four-armed form. Then Krishna shown up that beautiful form, Soumya Vapur. Soumya means pleasing like the moon.
Yeah, to pacify Arjuna.
Yes. To pacify Arjuna, Krishna displays his real four-armed form and then his two-armed form. By seeing Krishna's beautiful form, Arjuna becomes composed in mind and is restored to his original nature. Krishna confirms that his personal two-armed form is the most difficult to see. It is the most confidential form of Krishna. Krishna concludes that only by the undivided devotional service he can be seen as he is.
So now Arjuna is seeing the 200 form, which is Soumya also. Arjuna Uvacha Drishtvedvam Manusham Rupam
Drisvedam Manusham Rupam
Tava Soumyam Janardana
Arjuna
Danim Asmi Samvrutta
Idanim Smritam
Sacheta Prakritim Gata
Sacheta Prakritim Gata.
Who is this Sakshi and Harsha? First time I'm just seeing them.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Are you the part of this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I never saw this Harshal and Sakshi. Okay. Please read this.
When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, O Janardana, seeing this human-like form so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature. Krishna's two-armed form can be directly seen only through pure, undivided devotional service.
So it was like regaining the form back where Krishna started the divinity and his opulences, and then it was to prove that opulences are real opulences. Arjuna requested Krishna to show his universal form. Then Krishna is showing the universal form. Then Arjuna is offering the prayers. Then afterwards he is fearful. Then he is requesting to show the 400 forms. Then after that Krishna is showing the Soumya Rupa, which is Krishna's 200 beautiful form. So it is whole thing, it is to establish one point. It is like the how great the Krishna is. It was his opulences are the real opulences. He is not just for saying something. He is just saying that, no, to prove that Pashtame has been used. So that is the whole cycle is completed, right? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Sri Bhagavan Vacha
Sudurdarsham idam rupam
Sudurdarsham idam rupam
Drishtavan asiyan mama
Drishtavan asiyan mama
Devapyasya rupasya
Devapyasya rupasya
Nityam darshana kankshina
Nityam darshana kankshina
Srinivas 2.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Translation. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, O Janardana, seeing this human-like form so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind, and I am restored to my original nature.
Yes.
Krishna's two arms form can be directly seen only through pure, undivided devotional service.
So it is more, it is like the people would like to see the four-handed form, and they feel it is Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, so it is Astras are there, so that's why he is the powerful personality. But moreover, the Krishna's two-handed form, it is very, very difficult to see. The Vaikuntha Rupa form, where the Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma is there, that can be accessible, but Krishna is more exclusive for his loving devotees with the two-handed form. It is not for everyone. Sometimes the people, they would like to see the Vishwarupa, so that the Ekam Sthena Bahuda Vishwato Mukham, that shloka is there in 8 chapter. So these people, those who are worshipping the Lord in the different elements, so they can see the form of the Lord as a Vishwarupa, but they cannot hold the form. Again, the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma form, that is for the people worship that for some purpose. Generally, the people, when they are in danger, when they are fearful, they worship the Lord Narayan in that form. But those who are worshipping the Lord with the love, it is not without the purpose. They would like to worship the Lord, they would like to worship Lord Krishna in a Shamam Tribhangal Lalitam Niyata Prakasham form. Generally, those who are loving the Lord, they are having the prema for the Lord, they will not have some interior motive. Then the Krishna's form is more accessible for these people. Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
One doubt, Prabhu. This forms of Vishwarupa and two-handed form is given because of Divya Shakshu or Arjuna's unconditional devotion service. Because beginning we said
it is Pashyame, it has been said that.
Okay.
It is like Arjuna requested for that to show the glory of the Lord. So that's why it is Pashyame, it is by the Pashyame, by that he can hold the form. The devotional service is there. It is not for everyone, the Lord is showing it. But in that also, like the condition was.
Okay.
He has requested.
Okay, thank you.
So it was like the first condition where the Arjuna heard the Gita because he is the devotee of Lord. And in that he requested for the to see the opulences. So that's why Krishna showed the opulences by giving a special mercy over the Arjuna. So it is 52 is done, na? 9. Kankshina, yeah, it is done.
It is done, Prabhu. Yeah.
Where is 53? It is, I just not mention it here. I feel it is like the 53 is not there here. Somebody can read the translation of that personally. I will be reciting the shloka 53.
I read Prabhu?
By mistake, I have copied 52 shloka only here. So I will be chanting the shloka. Naham vedena tapasa na danena chejya.
Naham veda
न तपसा न दानेन न सेजया
Shakya evam vido drashtum drushtavanasi ma yatha.
तप्य एवं विदो दृष्टं दृष्टवान् असि मां यथा.
Somebody can read the translation of that.
May I read, Prabhuji?
Uh,
The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas. nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am.
Yeah. Now the 54th. Bhaktyatva ananyaya shakya
Bhaktya Tvananya Shakya
aham eva vidhorjuna
Aham Evam Vidurjuna
Jnatum drustum cha tatvena
Jnatum Drishtum Cha Tatvena
praveshastum parantapa.
Praveshastum Cha Parantapa.
Please read the translation.
Hare Krishna. Can I read, Prabhu?
Who is there?
Lakshmikant Prabhu.
Yeah, you have done, na Prabhuji, once you.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. May I read, Prabhuji? This is Himanshu.
Yeah, please read.
Sure, Prabhuji. My dear Arjun, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. This is the direct definition of bhakti, because only by devotional service, which is undivided, can Krishna actually be understood. Ananya bhakti, undeviated devotional service. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So it is 8.14. Ananya cheta yo smarati nityasha tasyam sulabha partha. So for the Ananya Bhakti, for those who are performing the Ananya Bhakti, the undeviated, unmotivated. Unmotivated means it is not that the motivation is not there for them. Like the without ulterior motives. If he is performing the devotional service for me, for that person, I am the Sulabha. I am very easily accessible. For that person, I am ready to give my everything. So that is the way the Ananya Bhakti has to be performed. Not that motives are there for something, puja, labha, and pratishtha is there. So for that, the Krishna is saying that it is not that even if I am standing in front of him, but he will not able to understand me. So the Leela of that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the nocturnal Leela of the dancing in Srivasangan, where some intimate friends and intimate disciples were there. And once Srivas Thakur allowed one milk drinking brahmachari, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed that I am not getting a joy in a dancing, that inner ecstasy I am not getting. Is there anyone here in this assembly who is not supposed to be here? Srivas Thakur, he just asked to Srivas Thakur, is there anyone here who is not supposed to be here? Srivas Thakur replied that, no, it is not like that. Only one milk drinking brahmachari is there, but he is very pure soul. He is very tapasvi. So that's why I just allowed him to see your dancing pastimes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, what do you think? By such a austere life of not just of just eating the drink or drinking the milk, one is eligible to see me like this? I feel it is not. So you can just ask him to leave this place. Another time, Srivas Thakur's in-law, mother-in-law, requested to see the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dancing. And Srivas Thakur was been asked by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again, is there anyone here who is not supposed to be here? Is there any unqualified personality is there? That's why I'm not getting the inner ecstasy. Srivas Thakur just says that it is my in-law is there. And what I can say is like, for my in-law, I cannot say no. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that whoever he may be, or whoever she may be. But if she is not having the devotion to see me dancing, so it is a disturbance always. So Krishna is also saying, he is saying that ye yathamam prapadyante tam satyam bhajami. If you are not having a devotion for me, then I cannot reveal myself to you. It is your fault. It is not my fault. Whatever the devotion you are having, as per that, like the proportion is my love towards you. So it is a Jivatma, he has to excel himself, not that Krishna has to excel. One step we are taking towards Krishna, the Krishna takes 10 steps towards us. So we have to increase our devotion service. It's not that Krishna has to shower more mercy and more. He is always shower mercy. But from our side, it is the fault. Yeah. Last shloka now. Mat karma krit mat paramo.
Mat karma karma mat paramo.
Mat bhakta sangha varjita.
Mat bhakta sangha varjita.
Nirvera sarva bhuteshu ya.
Nirvera sarva bhuteshu ya.
Yasa mameti pandava.
Yasa mameti pandava.
Vinu Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, I will read. My dear Arjuna, he who engage in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who work for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Commentary: Mat karma karna mato parmo. Engage in doing my work, considering me the supreme, not that one serve Krishna and consider the impersonal as a supreme. That will not reveal the truth. Srila Prabhupada says in his purport, in summary, the universal form of Krishna, which is a temporary manifestation, and the form of time which devours everything, and even the form of Vishnu, four-handed, have all been exhibited by Krishna. Thus, Krishna is the origin of all these manifestations. It is not that Krishna is a manifestation of the original Vishvarupa or Vishnu. Krishna is the origin of all forms. There are hundreds and thousands of Vishnus, but for a devotee, no form of Krishna is important but the original form. Two-handed Shyam Sundara. In the Brahm Samhita, it is stated that those who are attached to the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna in love and devotion can see him always within the heart and cannot see anything else. One should understand, therefore, that the purport of this 11th chapter is that the form of Krishna is essential and supreme. This also shows that Krishna's devotee will be always victorious. One who engages in Krishna's pure devotional service, free from all the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation, who thus works for him, makes him the supreme goal of life, and who is friendly to every living being, certainly goes to him. This verse is considered the essence of Bhagavadgita because it gives the method of approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada summarized this method as follows. Mat karma krit. All work should be done only in relationship to Krishna. Mat parmaha. One should not desire heavenly pleasure or liberation. His goal should be the association of Krishna and his supreme abode. Mad bhaktaha. One should fully engage in the 9 processes of devotional service without desire the material rewards. Sangha varjitaha. One should not associate with persons who are against Krishna. Nirvaiharaha. One should be friendly to all. Srila Prabhupada concludes this chapter as follows. In summary, The universal form of Krishna, which is a temporary manifestation, and the form of time, which devours everything, and even the form of Vishnu, four-handed, have all been exhibited by Krishna. Thus, Krishna is the origin of all these manifestations. It is not that Krishna is a manifestation of the original Vishwarupa or Vishnu. Krishna is the origin of all forms. There are hundred and thousand of Vishnus, but for a devotee, no form of Krishna is important, but the original form, two-handed Shyam Sundara. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that those who are attached to the Shyam Sundara form of Krishna in love and devotion can see him always within the heart and cannot see anything else. One should understand, therefore, that the purport of this 11th chapter is that the form of Krishna is essential and supreme. Review. In chapter 7, Krishna described how he is the Supreme Lord and how one can see him. How one can see the all universe at just an expansion of his two different energies. Krishna said that. Then in chapter 9, Krishna more or less said it again, and he explained that everything is coming from him and everything should be seen in the relationship to him because he is the Supreme Lord. Then he described in the end of the chapter 9 how one should worship him with devotion, and he will protect everyone no matter what their birth is. If they surrender to him, they all will attain Krishna. Then in chapter 10, Krishna explained all his opulence and described Aham Sarvasya Prabho, that everything is emanating from me. Then he explained in the end of the chapter 10, Masena Jagat, that all universe is being supported, sustained, and pervaded by me. Anyone could repeat all this and just bluff saying that he is God, that everything comes from him, etc., etc. Therefore, after explaining all the confidential knowledge about himself, Krishna displayed the actual universal form in front of the witness, including Sanjay and the demigods, to see the creation that anyone who claims to be God has to have the ability to show the universal form to everyone. Therefore, Krishna displayed the universal form to show that he was not just talking cheap words, but actually he had the potency to back up those words. The three aspects of the universal form. 1. Everything was situated in one place. 2. The radiance, the effulgence. 3rd, Kala Rupa, the form of time, the horrible aspect of it. This chapter 11 is less important than chapter 10. In this chapter shows Ekamesena Sihito Jagat, the form by which the Lord pervades the entire universe. Arjuna had no desire to see it for himself, but for others. He asked Krishna to display it to prove that this point that Krishna is not just talking, that he is a supreme, but he is actually proving it.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So it is for the Arjuna who was not really requesting, but for himself, but to prove others, to establish the supremacy of the Lord, he requested, and then afterwards he requested to wind up this form because he is not able to hold it next. Hare Krishna. So we will be meeting on Friday, chapter 12, the most important chapter, the devotional service, which is more relevant for us. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.